How's everybody? Happy Friday. Let me share it out on my channel because I always do. Hey, TT. Hey, Sam. Hi, my Renaissance grandma. Hold on. All right. Y'all, they keep changing stuff on here. And I be having a hard time realizing what I should tap and what not. Hey, Erica. Hey, Indiana Backyard. I was watching you today, Indiana Backyard Gardener. I was checking out your garden as you were walking through. Mm-hmm. I sure was. I saw you got your comfrey. You were not sure it was going to come up, and it did. And then it was something you had planted. Oh, the purple stem collards that you weren't sure what it was at first. Yes, I was there. I haven't had luck with them yet. I haven't had luck with them yet. Um, I probably should try now to grow some, but my plan was to just hold off. I have some collards, some regular collards out there, but my goal was just to hold off until late summer and start them so I can harvest throughout the fall because I've heard they taste better. With the cold seasons, the cooler seasons, I guess you could say. Even though we don't get as hot as most places do. Mm-hmm. Yep, I was watching. Hey TLC, how you doing? Happy Friday. Y'all, let me post the link. StreamYard is another thing that changes. Actually, I didn't do something when I came on here today. Hi Miss Sue, how you doing? Happy Friday. Uh I really didn't have a topic for today. Y'all know that me and TT's Urban Pantry are going live tomorrow at 2 o'clock to do a live prepping. And I hope you guys show up for it because, hey, Urban, because we're going to show y'all how we prep for meals to have in our freezer. I was talking to Miss Shirley earlier, Miss Shirley OG Gardner, and she was like, "So do you prep for the week?" I said, "No, I prep for months." Because most of my prep stuff, those are for days that I just don't have. Y'all look what I did on my cricket. um, Most of that stuff I like to have in the freezer for days I am just not feeling it. So I really don't feel like being in the kitchen cooking, or maybe we're rushing because something is going on. So I will um, pull the items out that are prepped for a quick, easy dinner. So yes, I'm working at the yes for my daughter's farewell party. Y'all, Indiana Backyard Gardener, her daughter is graduating. She's a senior this year, and she is going to. You said it in the video. Was it Navy? Is she going to the Navy? I think, or Air Force. No, I think it was Navy. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Happy Friday. Yeah, I meant to pin that dang on link because I hate it's stupid. You got to go back and forth between the platforms to do stuff too. I got to go onto YouTube to pin it. Yeah, I tell you. But yes, there it is. Oh, go back, y'all. I had to skip my own ad because as long as the ad was playing, it wouldn't let me do it. Oh shoot. Mm-mm. That's not what I meant to do. Y'all, it keep trying to bring me into the studio. Oh, this is so dumb. And then y'all know they move where you push to get to the chat and all that stuff. It's just always something. Oh, stop moving. There we go. Pen. Let's hope it's there. She played her last concert last night. Oh, I'm gonna tell you, my daughter's 26. My oldest is 26 now, and it's still rough. Me realizing that I have an adult child, and it was really rough when she graduated high school. I didn't want it. I send her pictures all the time when she's a baby, and I'm like, you need to go back to this. I don't know who told you you could grow up. I don't know who told her, but yes. But I lost my train of thought. I think I was talking about my husband is doing something in the other room. I'm like, what in the world am I hearing? Um, I think I was talking about the prep. So definitely pull up for that to get, if nothing else, some ideas of things that you can prep for easy meals. Hey, Fifi, um, because I'm telling you, it's a time saver and a lifesaver. Yes, it's going to take time the day you do the preps, but just knowing that they're in there for days that you just don't have it is a blessing. It's a blessing. I was looking in my freezer today to see what I had left from my last time I prepped. And yeah, I think the last time I prepped was like, it feels like it was this time last year. It really does. Let me see, because I did a prep video back when I did it. And I want to say it, I mean, it feels like it was that long ago. Let me pull this up so it don't seem like I'm looking down so much. But I had a roast still down there, and I had a freezer meal fajita kit that I put together. I put together my own fajita kits. So instead of going and buying this stuff from the grocery store, I buy a skirt steak. I slice it up into small slices. You could do whatever steak you want. It doesn't have to be skirt. Into thin slices. I slice up onions and peppers. I put the onions and sometimes I'll put it all in the same bag. Sometimes I'll put the onion and pepper in a smaller bag and then put the meat in there and put everything together. And you just freeze it that way. And then when you're ready to fix it, you just pull that out. You could throw it in a pan. You could throw it on a cookie sheet and throw it in the oven and do sheet pan fajitas. So that's just an idea that we're not doing that kind of meat tomorrow, but that's just an idea of ways that you could prep. It says 11 months ago. I knew it was this time this year. I mean, last year. So it says 11 months ago was the last time I did a prep video. Um, so yeah, it's been a while. And like I said, I have one roast and then one fajitas kit. And I'll use the kits that I quote unquote make for fajitas. I don't only use it for fajitas. Sometimes I do, excuse me, pepper steak and rice. Sometimes I'll do a stir fry. I don't have to do fajitas with it. It's not seasoned. It's not seasoned with fajita. So it's just the meat and the onions already and the peppers already prepped. So it's just taking the time out of having to put that stuff together. And then with the roast, those are usually um, flavored. So I don't know which one is down there. It's probably the Mississippi. Sometimes I'll prep it for a Mississippi roast. Sometimes I'll prep it for just a regular roast. So yeah, hey bean juice, like or something. Yes, it seemed like it was per that 11 months ago. So what's this? May, so like June, I guess, of last year. So you close, TT. It's been a minute, and yeah, like I said, it's just when I don't feel like it. And I really haven't gone through my freezer that good. I feel like there probably is a meatloaf in there somewhere. I don't feel like I cooked all of those yet, but maybe I did. But I do meatloaf, meatballs, burgers, ground beef. I do all kind of stuff like to prep and already have ready for consumption. And the upside is that with me and TT both doing it, she does her prep, some of her prep's a little different. So for those people who are like, well, it's just me, I don't need to. Check it out tomorrow because it's not just her, but she does smaller preps as well as family size preps because sometimes her family just wants to be able to go in and get something that they'll take to lunch or if they're not eating, like if she's not cooking, it's something they could pull out a personal size prep to have for a meal. Yes, so definitely pull up just for some ideas. Like I said, I love meal prepping because, like I said, it takes time out of my day to have to think of the meal, put together the meal. All I usually have to do is put together the sides, if that. It's not bad at all. I love it. And I've been doing meal preps. I got wind of meal preps probably like 10, oh, it's been over 10 years. Yeah, at least 10 years ago. Maybe it hasn't, I think it's been, I know it's been at least 10 years. Um, but I haven't stopped since I learned about it. Some things I don't prep because I learned that it didn't quite fit my needs. Um, but yeah, yes, Erica. And I actually cook every day, typically. But when I don't feel like it, I don't feel like it. I'm still a girl and I still have girl time, if y'all know what that means. And usually at that time, I don't want to cook. I could go that whole week of not wanting to cook. So rather than eating out every day, I have preps that just make it easy. Yes, I cook every day in the end. But I don't mind it when I'm just, on a regular. But I have my times. I have my times. And I have shortcuts. Hey Unicorn Lady Tech. How you doing? Happy Friday. Yes, that part. Cooking fatigue. It is easy to get cooking fatigue. I do not miss girl time. TLC. I feel like I would be one of those women who don't ever stop. I don't remember my aunt ever stopping. And she was in her 70s when she passed. I don't remember. My mom did because she had a partial hysterectomy. But mm. Hey, Martika, happy Friday. But I just feel like because mine is so regular, I have never been not regular, that it's just going to be the bane of my existence. It feels like it. Did I say hi to you, Mike? I feel like I did, but I wasn't sure. My daughter is always done now. Wow, that's awesome, Miss Sue. Start doing some. I'm just silly in my head thinking they are leftover, and I'm not a leftover person. Me either. Nor is most of my family. My husband. The funny thing is, my husband was when we met, and now he's not so much because he's gotten spoiled with the fact that I don't really cook most things to have leftovers. Um, so yeah. Hey Jova, how you doing? Happy Friday. Um, so yeah. I definitely like for me, I don't do a lot of chicken preps. Um, but I don't cook all my preps either. I have like a couple that I pre-cook. I don't pre-cook most of them. Because I'm kind of funny about that. So that's why I don't do a lot of chicken preps. Because most of your chicken preps, other than if you're just marinating your meat and freezing it that way, so that when you pull it out, you don't have to worry about marinating. You could just grill it, bake it, whatever you're gonna do. Um, excuse me. I don't. I don't do a lot of them because the I used to do the for the crock pot, and most of those I just they weren't a fave for my family. The meat just gets too cooked, and I don't have time to be trying to figure out because I for me it was easy in thought because I'm like, oh, I could dump it into the crock pot on my way out to work, When I get home, it's ready. My crock pot actually has a timer on it, so it goes from cooked to warm once the time it hits the time frame you put on there. But if it's warming, it's still giving the food somewhat of a temperature to continue cooking. So, yeah. Yesterday, the boys were upset because we had leftover rice. What? Just leftover rice? Child, please. Now, one thing I don't do, I will prep rice sometimes. Dirty rice, because I put the ground beef and stuff in it. And I just don't let it get overcooked because I'm going to nook it later. But I haven't prepped white or any other kind of rices. Just dirty rice, but yeah, I will do that. Chicken not good. I do not do reheated chicken. Period. I don't care where it's from. I just don't like it. Oh, that's okay. Wait a minute. That's a lie. There's two ways that I have found that I can eat it reheated, and it's grilled or smoked. Two ways, but just any other way, no. But if it's grilled, so I think it's something about that charcoal, that flavor that gets in your meat, that takes that taste that you get from heating up meat away. That to me, warmed up chicken has a funny taste to it. Yep, I could do it smoked or grilled. That's it. And I didn't know I could even do it smoked until I just tested it. I got a smoker like, I don't know, it's probably been a month now. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna see I'm able to eat this meat days after I've smoked it. And I was. I took it for lunch for like 3 days in a row, and it was no problem for me. Reheated fried chicken, no go. I agree. I saw Joe Boss say something, not even KFC. No, sir, not even KFC original. I very, very, very rarely go to KFC. KFC is expensive, and they ain't even all that for all the chicken places you could go to. Although I'm not a fan of Popeyes, so it's not like I'm like, oh, Popeyes is not a fan. Not a fan. I'd rather make my own. I'd rather make my own. Now, I do like KFC original, what I remember of having it. But I very, very, very rarely go there because I'm like, the price that they charge for their meat, I'll be like, y'all crazy. Um, my husband thinks I'm crazy, but I do taste something. Yes, off putting after chicken gets cold. Agreed. I don't even eat turkey because turkey is worse to me. It has a worse little. And there's something I've heard of. I remember many, many, many moons ago. There's somebody saying that there's something in turkey that makes you sleepy um, when you eat it, and I believe that, but I don't like it. I don't eat it at all. Mm-mm. Hey, Miss Sharon, how are you? Happy Friday. It's a fresh smell. Is that the turkey or the chicken? Because the turkey does not have a fresh smell to me or taste. It has a weird. Mm-mm, it has a weird taste. What is that? Joba tryptophan. I don't know what that is. Is that? Oh, that's what it's called. Listen, uh, that, and I probably didn't even say it right. Mm-mm. Nope. The chicken fresh raw smells. Yeah, I don't get that chicken. I was talking about this somewhere else. I must have been on somebody else's channel. There was a butcher here. It actually closed in like January or February this year, which sucks. Um, but that's when I knew that the stuff you get in the store is not, even if it says organic, not, because when I was going there, and this was actually organic farmers, you could tell that meat did not smell. It did not have a smell to it, not a smell that was off-putting. Hey Carissa, happy Friday. Hey Black Guns and Garden. How you doing? Happy Friday. But yes, so I'm going to miss that because that was the only place that I found that when I went to it and bought meat, I could tell the difference. I mean, it was a very, very, very distinct difference. Yes, farm to table is the best. There is a place, I don't know if it's local to me though, but there's a place called Pasture to Plate, I believe, where you could order um cattle and chicken and whatever they produce that's supposed to be 100% organically raised and fed. But it's expensive though. I mean, and I don't have the room for like a whole cow, not at one time. Um, and I have a upright freezer and two regular freezers, refrigerator freezers, and I still, because I don't let my stuff not be stocked, so I don't never have room just idly around in my freezers. They always, like, I was down there today shifting some stuff because I'm like, I gotta make room for my preps. So I was moving things around so I could have room for it because I already prep stuff, like I said, vegetables. I will dice or slice up peppers, onions, celery, all those things. I will cut them up, put them in the freezer so I can use them for stir fries or omelets or whatever I want to use them in. And there, I don't have to worry about cutting it up. It's already in the freezer, and I have them separated by colors because I do all the peppers: red, yellow, purple, green, orange, and they're all in there. I have red and yellow onions, stuff like that. Yes, I prep veggies all the time, mostly because sometimes I've started prepping them because it was a matter of them going bad, and I got tired of wasting vegetables because I didn't use them fast enough. And then I was like, I'm about to freeze them and see how that goes. Now, you're not going to get the crisp veggie when you thaw it out, but that's why you're going to be putting them in stuff where it's not going to matter. It is that's segregation. Well, they're all different flavors. That's the only reason why. From green to yellow is a range of like flavor. That's the only reason why. And I even freeze my hot peppers from gardening. Like if I don't get through um, processing all of them in whatever way. Last year, I had so many hot peppers. My plants were so prolific that I ran out of ways to preserve it. I had dried them and made crushed peppers. I did just pickled jalapenos. I did cowboy candy. I did salsa. I did all kinds of stuff. So finally, I just diced up a bunch of them and put them in freezer bags. And I was like, whenever I run out of salsa, I'll just take one of these bags out, dump it in my tomatoes, and blend all that up because I like mine more restaurant style. And I already have it in there. And I have them by different heats because some of them have a Scotch bonnet and habanero in there as well. So I know if this is extra, extra, extra hot or this one is just hot. And I'm really the only one who eats salsa like that in my house. So I make it for me. It's 2023. It is 2023. I like to dehydrate peppers and anything else I can. Me too, Miss Sharon. I agree. I do both. I dehydrate and freeze. Um, and this year I will be dehydrating more. Um, Last year, I'm not gonna lie, I got a little lazy at the end and I did dehydrate like a lot of my herbs. So I could have dehydrated a lot of my celery and made my own celery salt or just celery seasoning. I could have did my um Stevia, I did not. I did. I my mint. I dehydrated a little bit. I had a my mint was like a bush. I should have had mint for years. So I'm growing mint again. This year I'm gonna get stay on top of dehydrating. I definitely am. I got a little lazy. Yeah. Um, do you save? I do save my seeds, Joba. I do. The only thing I don't harvest seeds from that I can think of off the top of my head is tomatoes. But I absolutely harvest peppers, all my peppers, my watermelon, um, my cucumbers, zucchini, anything like that. Hey, Nikki, how you doing? Happy Friday. I definitely do. And even with my greens, I had red mustards last year that bolted. I harvested those seeds. My regular collards bolted. I let it dry out and harvested the seeds from that as well. But if it's not like some like tomatoes, I don't want to be bothered with, but everything else I will. But I have a lot of volunteers this year because somebody let some of their stuff just drop down into the ground. So there's that. What up, broke? Happy Friday. So yeah, there's that. I found a couple pepper plants coming up, and I use this app that's supposed to tell you what it is, and it said they were um, bell peppers. So yeah, yeah. Hey, TT.
Hi. Hi, Gina. Hi, chat. Hi, Broke. Hi, y'all.
Yes, but I do harvest my seeds. I'm listening and working on decorations. Yes, with the cricket. I was working on my cricket before I started today, Indiana. Driving and listening, broke. Be safe.
Be safe.
Yes, I made myself a shirt,
I
Gina
like
versus
it.
Gina. Um, so yeah, I wanted a shirt with my name on it. I was because I have a plan of sending myself to an event that I won't be able to be at, and I want everybody there to take a picture with me. So I'm going to be an upgraded version of Brampton. Remember when they took her to the Soul Family Expo? It's going to be worse. Hey, Tech Money.
Hey,
Happy
Tech Money.
Friday.
I have a bone to pick with you and Miss Nikki.
Me and Nikki, because Nikki has me on the show tomorrow.
What you gonna do on the chat tomorrow? What's Gina gonna do on the chat?
I'm
What's
going
she
to chat. I'm going to chat. I reposted. I was like, Mama, I made it.
What the?
Well, they are so far. They asked like months ago. So I'm
And
sure
you
they're
ain't say
probably
a
booked
word.
out for the whole year the way they did it so in advance, which is great because you want having people already lined up instead of trying to find somebody. That's
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome. That's right, Nikki. We're gonna be chatting. She said chatting. Absolutely. Uh-oh, did Joe Bob say fan on chat? Have a great week. Have a good one, Joe Bob. You know I'll see you in these streets. I'll probably see you Sunday over at RGG's. Unless you pop up for the prep tomorrow. Yes.
The prep or the chat.
Yes. The prep or the chat. That's right. Uh-oh, she said, I'm just gonna put what she said.
I ain't got nothing to chat about.
Yes, you do. Hey, Howard J.
Hey, Howard J, how you doing?
Yes. But tomorrow we will be streaming from both of our channels, guys. So you should get, if you're following either one of our channels, you'll be notified when we go live because it will be streaming from both of our channels. Yes, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the chat. Yes, thank you, Indiana. Yes. But so yeah, we'll be streaming from both of them, which will be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm already gonna have written out what I'm gonna be prepping. So tomorrow when we start, I will share off the top what I'm gonna be prepping. Um, so yeah, because I am look, y'all know I'm a little OCD. So
I've written everything out. I sent Mister to Costco. We just have just a trip to the regular grocery store for a couple of small things. But
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, I got this, ready,
Same,
ready.
same. I thought I had everything, and then today I realized I have to make a trip for like
Mm-hmm.
one or two things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I see you, Nikki.
Yes. So it's gonna be fun.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
What, Mike? What did you say? Excuse me.
Mike, I'm ready for Mike to go live.
I know he needs to.
Mike,
Mike, go on and hit that button and come up and chat.
come on, Mike.
But yes, it's gonna be fun though, y'all. I'm telling you, when I started realizing how simple prep was, and then, like I said, you're gonna spend a little time doing it the day you do your preps.
Mm-hmm.
So
Never.
just be ready for that. That 3 or 4 hours of your day is gonna be just prepping. Um, Ours is probably going to move faster than a normal prep, only because I will be pre-prepping just the cook part. So
Mm-hmm.
everything else I will do on camera. But y'all don't need to see how I crumble
Mm-hmm.
ground beef and cook it. If I hope not.
I don't know. You might have somebody. How you do that?
I'm gonna have to send you to YouTube University. Because I'm like, how can I make this not be like ridiculously long?
The
'Cause
first day I did it, it literally took all Saturday. And I still had some left over to
yeah,
do. But it was the first time, and I was doing chicken, beef. I was doing some of
I was gonna
everything.
say, and yep, and I told you that I stopped doing that. I will
Mm-hmm.
do one meat one day, and then I will have a whole nother
Yep.
day to do everything with that other type of meat.
Yep. So that's what we did
Because
again. We got one
uh,
couple of days I did chicken. I did beef not too long ago. And now I'm doing more. We're doing more beef again.
now, when did you do your prep last?
The
When was that?
last one, my big one was in November. And
Yes.
the very last one, I don't know. It had to have been this year. So it must have been like January or February.
Okay. I didn't even remember you doing another prep since the one in November.
Mm-hmm. It
So,
was just ground beef. And I just packed a bunch of ground beef.
mm-hmm.
I didn't do any lasagna or meatloaf or anything like that. It was all ground beef.
Okay. Now I do those all the time, so I know what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
I would cook up 5 pounds of ground beef and break it
Yep.
down
Yep.
periodically, because that's the one thing I run out of fastest, because you can do just anything you use
You
ground
use
beef
ground beef.
for,
Mm-hmm.
chili, spaghetti, tacos, anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't feel like cooking up ground beef, I'll just pull out the
Yep.
beef.
Yep. And that's what I noticed went the fastest was the
It
ground. And I did
always goes
ground
the
turkey. So
fastest
the
for
ground
me.
beef and ground turkey was gone.
Hmm. It always goes fast for me. So, do you have any of your other preps, your lasagna, your meatloaves, any of that stuff left?
Left. I have one lasagna left, only because the very first time I did lasagna, I wouldn't use that lasagna until I had another one to replace it.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I have one lasagna left. I will be doing a lasagna tomorrow because
Hmm.
that lasagna is amazing.
Hmm.
I'll be doing more meatloaf, family size, but then I'll also do the little ones.
Hmm.
They like me to do a turkey meatloaf, so I'll do one beef, one turkey.
Hmm.
I'm prepping dog food,
Yep.
prepping their food.
Yes. For those of you, I can't remember when the last time we had. Really, Erica?
Really?
Um, for those of you guys who have pets, I used to prep my dog's food. Now I
Mhm.
didn't in the beginning. Hey, Good
Mhm.
Eats, how you doing? Happy Friday.
Hi,
I did
goodies.
in the beginning, but I started prepping her food when she became an elder dog.
Yeah.
Um, and I was like, now, mind you, you don't want to just give them. It depends on what you're putting in it, but I always still mixed it with a dry. Um,
Mm-hmm.
on good foods. But I would do like a cup of dry and then a cup of my prep and mix it together.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely knew what she was getting. Like I was putting carrots and green beans and brown rice, and you
Mm-hmm.
knew what you were feeding your pet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All of
Baby
that.
food.
Kodak still gets a cup of his dry food and the wet food. And like if I don't prep it or if I know I'm running low and if the other one's still frozen, I won't give him any that I prepped because Chewy doesn't have teeth, so Chewy can't eat the dry food at all.
Mhm,
So I'm like,
mhm,
well, Chewy's gonna get the wet food. You got plenty of dry food.
mhm,
You just gonna be looking, but you got food.
mhm. Don't
Well,
do him.
dog
Don't
food
do him.
recipes, I usually use a ground beef or a ground turkey or ground chicken, liver or some type of organ meat, peas, carrots, green beans, sweet potatoes, butternut squash, pumpkin. They love the blueberries, zucchini noodles, brown rice. All of that goes into the pressure cooker. And then I
Mhm.
just separate it. Once it comes out, I will add an egg, some turmeric, ginger, and some coconut oil and some fish oil. You know my Chewy old, so he's special. So I do all that for him. But when I prep it like that, I ain't got to worry about it again.
Yep. See, I used to do when I did it, I would do like a whole chicken or a couple whole chickens in my crock
Mm-hmm.
pot, let them just cook down till I could just pull the bone out, shred up all the meat and skin, and then
Mm-hmm.
I would cook on a whole bag, 2 pound bag of brown rice. Dump
Mm-hmm.
all that, mix it all together. Carrots, like you said, green
Yep.
beans, any vegetables, as long as you know your dog is going to have a reaction to it. I
Mm-hmm.
used to put flaxseed in mine,
Oh yes, I
because
got that. I
you
need
can
to
put
add
those
it.
things in.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I
You
give
can put
them
those things
dang near
in the
any vegetable but corn. I just don't give them corn.
yeah,
But
no,
I
we
know
don't
they'll
do
eat
that.
it, so they'll get
Yep.
it.
But sweet potatoes, like you said,
Yep.
pumpkin, all that,
Yep.
yes. Yes. And most of us are gardeners, so you could grow it and then,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like I know Lydia, if y'all saw her sweet potato Best Yet Journey, her sweet potato harvest last year, that was for her dogs.
Mm-hmm.
She grew sweet potatoes
Mm-hmm.
for her dog's food.
And let me tell you, last summer, Chewy got sick. Like we thought he was on his way out. He was sick, sick, sick. Lost all kind of weight and everything. And since I've been feeding, he's strictly been on that.
Hmm.
He's picked all that weight back up.
Hmm.
He's still kicking. He's still around here. So.
Yep. And the only reason why, and my dog was a black lab, she was a bigger dog, and the only reason why I did the wet and dry together is because you don't want your dog pooping too
Mm-hmm.
smooth
Not some big
in
dogs.
your
No, no,
yard.
no,
You don't
no,
want
no.
wet poops.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So the dry food kept the poops
Mm-hmm.
solid.
And I
In
had
my
a friend tell
mind.
me because she was asking me about my dog food, and then later she says she went to her vet, and the vet said still give them some hard food. Still give
Okay.
them, especially at least the big dogs, give them some hard food.
Yes. It just, and if I could have been making it all up, and in my head it meant that her poops was not gonna get
Mm-hmm.
wet.
Yeah.
But yes, and I saw that Erica said she used to make her pets food as well. But now that she has a lot of dogs, because her dogs had puppies,
Mm-hmm.
it's too expensive, and
Yeah.
it can get expensive because you don't want to just put crap in there. You're doing it for the health
Exactly.
benefit of it.
Exactly.
So you definitely still want to give them some good food. Hey,
Hey,
you
Royal.
girl. Happy Friday. But yes, I said if I ever get another pet, I would definitely make her food. And I had a
Mm-hmm.
lady who used to make the treats for my dog with like peanut butter and different stuff like that, flax and stuff. And it was My dog loved it. Like she would take in rescue dogs until they were placed. Her and her husband did. So I guess that was just something she did, made treats for them. And she always, thank you. I was just about to say that, but yes, thank you. Um, but she would make treats for her, and I'm like, she loved them, and she told me what she did with them. Dog treats, y'all. First of all, y'all know YouTube talks. They have people on here
Yes.
for everything. They absolutely have people on here who give recipes,
Mm-hmm.
videos, and lives of making dog food and dog treats.
Mm-hmm.
And Pinterest is another place you can find recipes. Don't overcomplicate it.
No,
It's
there
simple.
was a cake, a dog food cake recipe, and it was just peanut butter, shredded carrots, and something else. It was like 3 ingredients. And I was like, I'm gonna make them a cake.
See? Um yes, but it's so easy to do. Sauerkraut is good for dogs. It is. I didn't know that.
Never heard that. Who said that?
Erica.
Really, Erica?
And they have pit bulls.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know that. Now I don't typically have that, but I didn't know that. Y'all, something I saw today. Now, some of y'all might know that I'm growing okra for the first time this year. I went to Trader Joe's today. I didn't even tell Tia this yet. I went to Trader Joe's today because I hadn't been there in probably a year because it's not convenient. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's. I need to, there's things I really, really like that they have. They have good stuff there. They had okra chips. They weren't chips, but they were like dry okra that you would eat like a chip.
I got some for Marcus once.
Did he like it?
So that's when we had those ants, and I went spray crazy, and that was a casualty of the spray. So they had to go.
Because I didn't buy them. I told you my daughter my daughter gets so mad at me, my oldest, because when we go to the grocery store together, I always see something that catches my eye, and then I'm like, I'll make that myself.
Yep.
He's like, you can't make everything.
Yes, you can.
Yes, I can.
Yes, you can.
So I didn't buy them because I was like, I can make that myself. Guess who's gonna be trying to dehydrate some okra? I'm gonna put a little avocado oil, some salt, and I'm going to see how they do.
And the good thing with okra, you could literally do one and see if you like it.
Yes.
Okra chips are addicting. Okay.
I'm gonna try it, Miss Sharon.
I'm saying okay, I'm not gonna eat it, but I'll make it for Marcus.
You can add garlic powder and most. But you know what? You can bake them in the oven for treats. Only thing about that is I used to do the canned food for my dogs as well, but you really don't know what they processing in that stuff. So give me a recipe.
And Kodak would not eat the canned food.
I would say I could do it myself.
Kodak would not eat the canned food. That's why he got switched over to the homemade food too. He'd be like, I'm eating it. Not eating it.
Yes. I haven't tried that green tea latte powder. That I haven't tried. I typically, these are my go-tos because I like them. I like the cauliflower fried rice. I like their regular vegetable fried rice. I like the orange chicken. I might or might not have dropped a jar of cookie butter in my basket. I don't know.
It's mandatory.
I know. I like their hash browns. They have those hash browns that are like the McDonald's ones. But theirs are really good. They're seasoned pretty good. So all you gotta do is I air fry them. What else do I like to get when I go?
I like their frozen pastas, and they're just enough for me. You know, perfect sizes. The last time we went, we kind of branched out and got more stuff. They have a cauliflower street corn. Marcus loves.
Yes.
He loves that.
I saw that. I haven't tried it. I didn't see that.
And then they have peppers, grilled peppers and onions.
And
And
they're not grilled, they're fire roasted.
Fire roasted. Yes.
Yes.
We get a bunch of those.
Yes. Listen, you look, you preach it to the choir. Yes.
Because them is easy meals.
Yes. And the thing I like about Trader Joe's is that their stuff tastes good.
That part.
It's not like the grocery store frozen freezer.
Where it don't taste real. The meat just got a texture
like
to it.
In the freezer. Or it always, I don't know how they do it. I don't know the magic. But Trader Joe's, they do something.
That is the only like meal freezer aisle that I am willing to venture down.
Most of the stuff I get from Trader Joe's comes from their freezer stuff. I like their freezer stuff that much.
Yep.
I had never had shepherd's pie before. That's where they do the I think it's the ground beef, the vegetables, and the mashed potatoes on top. And they have one there, and I had tried it years ago because I saw somebody talking about it. It is so good.
I'm shaking my head, but I'm not going to eat it, but okay.
It is good.
Hey, Pow Pow.
Hey, Pow Pow.
Bye, Broke.
Yep, cookie butter. I try to stay away from it. I haven't had it when I say I haven't had cookie butter, it's probably been about 10 years.
Not for me. And then they got cookie butter ice cream.
Listen, this the first thought I had. See you later, Broke. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you, fam. The first thought I had was I need to go buy some ice cream and then melt down a little bit of my cookie butter and drizzle it over top of it. I need to get some of those Biscoff cookies so I could crumble them in there too. Don't listen to me, everybody. Please sound off. Sound off. Because I am not a good influence.
You drop me down. I'll be right back.
Yes.
Thank you.
But I'm telling you, that cookie butter, I used to get it all the time back in the day. And I had to stop. And today I was like, I ain't had cookie butter in a long time. You could come home. You could come home with me. But yeah. So when I do go to Trader Joe's, I try to get a couple of most of the things that I really like. When I say a couple, I mean 2 of that thing. So 2 bags of fried rice. And I only like the vegetable ones. I don't like fried rices that have meat in it. I'll put my own meat with it. Give me the vegetable ones. And I like the cauliflower one. If you haven't had the cauliflower fried rice from Trader Joe's, you'll be pleasantly surprised. Just don't overcook it to where it's just mushy. But you'll be pleasantly surprised. I actually like it. And you can mix it. You could do half cauliflower, half regular rice.
We got something different. He got frozen mushrooms, which he immediately just made. It was in garlic butter. He loved it. But we got something else. Oh, cauliflower mashed. I
got that too. Those are good. I've had that before. Those are good.
Their fried rice is my favorite. Store-bought, hands down. I'll kill it.
Now, I did get something today that I've never had before from there. It was a Peruvian rice. Have you had that?
No.
It's a rice.
It's
Peruvian. So it has, I guess, the Peruvian flavor. But I was like, I want to try
I bet it's good.
I hope it is. I hope it is. Because I definitely got something to try. One thing about me, y'all, I like to try foods that are authentic to other cultures. I love it.
I have seen that. I just looked up the picture of it. You let me know how it is.
I will. Hey, Lashes. Happy Friday.
Hey, Lashes.
But yes, I'm looking forward to having that. It's not one that I've had before, but I'm looking forward to it. So I did stop at Trader Joe's. I actually went out today to go to Costco, which I did because I needed some more beef for the prep. I'm doing 15 pounds of beef.
Pow pow. We just light up when we talking about food.
I know. Pow pow. Listen. You know this. You come. You every time you're over at the Cannon Live and you talk about what you're making. Don't we light up?
Mm-hmm.
Don't we light up? We absolutely do. Absolutely. I love authentic dishes.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I'm not gonna say I just love them all, but any when I things that I've tried, I tend to like.
True.
And for whatever reason, um, Trader Joe's does a good thing with different cuisines and frozen packaging where they're
Mm-hmm.
good.
It's just good.
The flavors actually be on point.
Yep.
So yeah, yeah. They're just everybody's speaking. I was trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yep. I said, "Yep, I noticed." Yes. Mm-hmm. Hey, Pia. Happy Friday.
Yeah.
Um, Parisian rice, fried, butter fried up is good. You like it? Okay.
Okay.
I didn't think I wouldn't. That's why I got it. When I saw it on the packaging, I was like, uh, neither do I, Indiana. My Trader Joe's is not near me.
She said she think the closest is Chicago.
But how close are you to Chicago? Now, Costco is not near me either. So I'm north of my city, and both of those are, well, Trader Joe's is kind of southeast, but um, Costco is south. So they're roughly about 10 to 12 minutes apart from each
Mm-hmm.
other. So
Now,
after I left
Indiana, where
Costco,
are you in Indiana? Are you southern? I'm more northeast, and we just got a Trader Joe's maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
really, we've
Mm-hmm.
had one. It's just not convenient. Oh, enjoy dinner, Pia. Thanks for stopping by.
Northwest. Okay. So you are closer to Chicago than I am.
So you got, I actually bought 15 pounds, but I only needed 5 of them. But because I already had 10 in my freezer. So I took those out this morning. And then I wanted to get, I'm not going to have just the 15 pounds I'm prepping. I still have to have ground beef in my freezer. That's just
Yeah.
how I
Yeah.
function. I
Mm-hmm.
tell people that, like, when I'm in talking and prepping lives, I'm like, no, I'm a prepper. I don't let my stock of what I have go down to nil. It never
Mm-hmm.
does.
So I told Marcus, he was like, do we need anything else? And I was like, we need more paper towels and toilet paper. We're not out, but now we're dipping into our supply.
Yeah.
It's not going to be empty. I know that. So pick some up.
I actually feel like mine is empty if I get down to 3 packs. And I'm talking about the
The
Costco
big,
packs.
the big one.
That's for both paper towels and toilet paper. I'm down
When
to
I
my
can
last
see
3.
the shelf, I'm like, we need some more.
I'm the same way. And I've had people who come to work on stuff in the house and they're like, you prepping for the apocalypse or something? Mind your business.
They say that all the time.
You came to fix and get up out my house.
They say that all the time.
Do what you're supposed to be doing and deuces. I don't need you looking at my inventory because I have a bunch of shelves down there. Shelves just like this one here.
Mm-hmm.
So I have these shelves down there because I used to coupon people. I told y'all this before. I used to be a extreme couponer. So I have shelves with couponing stuff that I would get from couponing, like my laundry soap and trash bags and whatever. And then toilet paper has always been a thing too. And waters are the same way. I can't get low on my cases of water. And low, I started having the twitches at 10 cases. It's crazy, but I do. I be like,
Marissa says, mind your business.
Ooh, 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 ooh. I almost missed it, but I didn't, pow pow. Yes. Yes.
Papa always makes the best.
And I know it's pristine because it's the real stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not like how we would make it here in the States. Mm-mm. Y'all are
What did
making me
I ask her
hungry.
the other day if she knew how to make? I feel like I need to
Ooh, that is for
find some.
Indiana, 27.5 miles. Judge free zone. Right on time. I just planted beans and cucumbers. Awesome. My husband found a stash of TP under the seat in the van and gave me a dirty look. Listen,
Right.
it wasn't hard for me to find it. Bean juice. That I can tell you. I prep knowing that my daughter doesn't have the space to prep. So
Mm-hmm.
I always prep enough to where if she
Mm-hmm.
had to come to me to get some, which she did during the pandemic, I can, she can get it without me feeling like, oh
Right.
no. I never bought any store bought. I always had a big stock of the big packs from like
Mm-hmm.
Costco and Sam's Club.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I couponed, I used to get the store bought ones. I mean, I mostly it was Charmin because that was the one you could. Charmin and Scott's were the two brands you can usually get deals with couponing. But since I don't coupon anymore, I just go on over to Costco. I have a Costco and a Sam's membership. I
Mm-hmm.
get different things from the two places. But yeah. Oh, that would be amazing.
Oh,
That
yes.
would be amazing.
We'll have to come to you in Italy.
First of all, you wouldn't be able to get rid of us. Do you really want that? You'd be like, I offered a meal. When are you leaving?
More, please. More.
More. That's right. More. I can't be bought. There will be a number specific to whatever I put it at of meals. Hey
Mm-hmm.
Jason, how you
Hi,
doing? Happy
Jason.
Friday. Where's Shanna? Um, but yes, I'm definitely about that stocking up life. I don't want to have to rush out there and fight with people to get what I need. I'll like today when I was out, I toggled with it for a minute, but I was like, should I get this 25-pound bag of sugar and bust it down and I did.
I was looking at my sugar today. I was like, yep, I need to add some to the Costco.
And
Let
I
me
don't
get a
even
big
eat
old bag
exactly. I
and
don't
just.
even eat sugar with my stuff. My husband does still eat sugar. So, and I
Mm-hmm.
cook with sugar for stuff for them. But
Mm-hmm.
for me, I prefer Truvia. So I always have plenty of my stuff because that's
Mm-hmm.
what I like to sweeten my stuff with. But so the sugar, that 25 pounds will last me a long
It
time.
sure will. It doesn't last me as long because I'm using it more for the jams and jellies. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have sugar down in my basement that I haven't touched in years.
Mm-hmm.
This is sugar for
Yeah.
upstairs.
Yeah. And see, I had already did that with flour last year. I did the 25-pound bag. So I'm like, I have flour for days. Should I
Mm-hmm.
go on excuse me, should I go on and do my sugar the same way?
Mm-hmm. I do sugar
I
and
was like,
brown
why
sugar
not?
like that.
Because if stuff, if something happens and I have to literally cook from what I have, there's things that you make from scratch that are going to need you're going to need
Yeah.
flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda. I can make sure I always have all those
Mhm.
things.
Now
Salt.
I still have that meal in the box that I need to bust out,
You
along with the
do.
corn in the box and whatever else he got. Wheat, I don't know, something in the box I need to bust out. But
Yes, you do.
I want to do like a taste comparison, store bought to freshly
Hmm.
ground. I saw ziti.
You did. Look, that's what my eyes. I don't know if you can tell, but my eyes were reading the chat, and I was listening, but I was looking at the
I
chat.
stopped. I saw ZD.
Mm-hmm. With little meatballs. Mm-hmm. Okay. You said
said
it. we got proof.
Y'all see it here.
I don't do beets. Bean juice.
No, ma'am.
I almost said what your name was, and I'm like, I don't know if there's still people out there who don't know who bean juice is.
No, ma'am.
Urban, you need a meal. You need to take Tia's because she has had it for months and hasn't taken it out the box.
I think I've been torn because I'm like, well, if I do a live, I need to do it on the weekend. Make sure I'm not going with anybody, because last thing I want to do is set up a camera midweek and do it. So I keep saying I'm gonna do it on live, but maybe one day.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be hard, TLC. Having stuff at two different places. Yeah, that could be hard. But it would, for me, I probably would have equal amounts at both places.
Yes.
I probably would. I'm horrible. Like, I actually remember when I almost had another upright freezer, guys. Y'all don't know this. Tia does. And when they came to deliver it, it was too big to get into my basement. It was a sad day. First of all, it was
outside. Sit it around the corner. Put it in the living room.
The only reason why I didn't fuss about it is because I was actually right when I got sick. So my husband calls me at work and he's like, they said it ain't gonna fit. I was like, just tell them take it back to the store. That's how bad I felt. I didn't even want to. I didn't have the energy, and I know he was looking like, because that ain't me.
Put Gina on the phone.
Right. I said, just let them take it back to the store.
Somebody get down on the floor up in here.
Hold on a second.
Never fails. Never fails, y'all. They're like, oh, you hit the live button? Well, let's hold this deep conversation. We got stuff to talk about. It would be hilarious if someone still doesn't know who I am. I know, but just in case. Hey, New Day. Yeah, I still want another deep freezer. We just got that stand-up freezer in November, and I honestly, it's full. I don't know how I'm gonna do the stuff that we prep tomorrow, get it in there, but it's gonna get in there. But I'm like, do I want another one? Because then I can have one for like chicken and turkey, and then one for beef.
Hey, New Day.
Hey, New Day. I wouldn't mind having two. I'm just saying.
No garage to put it in. I do have a garage, just not one to yeah, I still want my other deep freeze. Look, you already know. I know you know this. First of all, y'all, New Day is my cousin. That was my husband who just came in here, and they just got off the phone. He was like, "Yeah, he's like, I just hung up the phone with him." But New Day is my cousin, so I call him. Don't tell.
I already spilled the beans. Gina was supposed to give me hers. Now
I called him when I bought the new one.
I would love to help with you, but I didn't get it.
And I was like, "Do you want this other one? Because the one I have, there's nothing wrong with it. I just want the bigger one." Well, that didn't quite. And the one I have is big, but it's nonetheless, it didn't quite work out. You know this. I know you know this, sir. Don't try to put me on blast. And I do. And the funny thing, Urban, is I still have the money set aside to if I want to do another one still, but just not as big. I don't know. But then if I did that, I'm gonna have two. So, cousin, sorry. I still need it. I didn't get the other one. It wouldn't fit. And we only have a one-car garage, and my car is going in it. I'm not swapping my car for the freezer. No.
Yeah.
No. And my garage is not that big. It won't fit both. The both
Hey,
in my
Shanna.
new garage. I know it would, New Day. He's talking about both of them would fit in his new garage. It would. It would, but I definitely I have to have at least one. But I am not going to act like I've never thought about having more than
I have thought about it. Like I said, we just got the one, and I have already thought about it multiple times.
one. Mm-hmm. New Day came in late, but I was telling them about my stockpile. Every his wife's did Kim go downstairs? I think she did go. No, she didn't. She hasn't seen it. I was about to say, did she go downstairs the last time you guys were here? But she was tired. She said she'll do another day. But he was like, "You gotta go down there. You gotta go see it." She was like, she was already falling asleep. She was like, I'm gonna have to see it the next time. But
People
yeah,
say here, that what you got new in the store? Nothing for you, ma'am.
that part. And I used to actually run it like a store, when I was couponing, but since I don't coupon no more, and I also tried to teach him. He did a couple couponing deals, but I definitely tried to teach him how to coupon as well.
Miss Gina
Back
and
when I was
Jeanette, I have to go. I forgot I'm babysitting today, and they done pulled up in the driveway, and here they come.
You better go get your kids, the grandbabies.
No, my great niece and nephew.
Thank you. I'll see you later.
Bye, y'all.
Mm-mm. I never. Oh no, I know. I remember that New Day that she hadn't been down there. I had to think about it. Like, did she go down there? But no, don't put my wife on blast. She's a sleepyhead. Hush, boy. It was like y'all had a long day. She wasn't just falling asleep for no reason. And I love it when people feel comfortable enough to fall asleep in my house. Hey, Miss Shirley, how you doing? Happy Friday. I love that when people feel comfortable enough. And Lord knows, I know you. First of all, you're not gonna put my sis on blast, because if we gonna talk about somebody who's a sleepyhead, I know you've fallen asleep in my house way more times than she has. So that's what we not gonna do. I have to figure out where I'm going to put my deep freezer at the house. Do you have a basement? That's where I try to put mine. That's why when they came and they said it wouldn't fit, I need it in the basement. Hey Vision, happy Friday. How are you? Um, we gotta get you to teach your goddaughter. Ooh, if she start couponing and you don't, shame. Shame. Listen, Miss Shirley, I love it. I grew up, excuse me, in a house that was always a comfortable house. Like, kids didn't have to feel like they was gonna break something and all that thing. This is my childhood house. So I always liked that feeling. Like, all the family always came to our house. All my cousins were always over there. Aunts, older cousins that were old enough to be my aunt and uncle. And we were just that house. And I'm like, I always just wanted my house to be like that, where people feel comfortable to come and feel relaxed and comfortable. And that's my house. Like, New Day, no, they don't. You get one. I don't care if you come to my house. You're pretty much family. Even if you're a quote unquote friend, you're family once you come in here. You get one visit where I will cater. I will say, you want something to drink, and I will go get the drink. Are you hungry? And I will go get the food. But after that, you know where it is. You better figure it out. New Day knows. He don't even he didn't have a problem falling in immediately. He comes over here, he goes right. If he looking for something, he know where to go. He know exactly where to find it. I'm good. My vertical freezer is in the garage. I see. I don't have room, and that's the kind I have. The upright vertical ones, that's like a fridge, but it's a whole freezer. The one I have in the basement, it fit down there. I think they didn't even try. I wasn't here to see it because the one I have in the basement is big. The one I was getting was taller and a little bit more narrow. The one I have is wider and just a little bit more shorter. Um, but yeah, I don't think they tried. If I was feeling well, I would have made them try because I think it would have fit. I got pictures. For what, Miss Shirley? Oh, the family sleeping at the house. Yeah, we be doing that too. But I can't talk about the family doing it because my husband will fall asleep at the drop of a hat. Everybody know that. I go around like it's fine. You sure do. I about spent the night a few times. You sure did. And I went to bed. I was like, that's you and your cousin. I went to bed. Y'all know me. I goes to sleep. Uh oh, did I miss Shanna coming in here? Hey sis. I see Vision speaking, so I must have missed you coming in here. I knew what you meant, New Day. I've almost said your name more than once. I'll be away from the chat. Need to charge phone. Okay. Yeah, but I definitely I don't know. That's just the prepper in me wants. I probably don't need another freezer, but I just want another one. I want a bigger one. And I don't count on just my freezer preps. Mostly I know I also can. So I have canned foods as well, that I've canned myself, and I'll be canning more stuff from my garden this year. Um, I actually have some cabbage growing out there, and I'm thinking about maybe canning up some of that. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but I'll be willing to try it. Um, so yeah, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm laughing at you, AK, because I almost said his name like several times, and I'm like, I didn't know if you wanted to say it on the internet. Um, I told him today when he got home, he was trying to hustle, bustle past because he knew I was in here with the door kind of shut. And I hear all this commotion. I said, don't try to hustle by with all your shopaholic packages. I don't even know what he had. Oh, you wore it to the doctor. I made my own shirt today. Gina versus Gina. Oh, where's it at? Oh, on this side, YouTube. He says he's not, but this has not been one time we've been out and he didn't buy something. See you later, Indiana. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. But and have a happy Mother's Day to you as well. I'm trying to figure out what to do with the freezer full of fish fillets. What you mean do with the freezer or do with the fish fillets? Which one? Which one? But yes, so I do prep both ways right now, and now I've been trying to also consider what I can dehydrate. So dehydrating my own herbs for seasoning and stuff. I'm trying to stay on top of that. And y'all know I have a whole bed of, for those who have watched my videos, I hope y'all all have, a whole bed of garlic out there that's getting close to time to harvest the fish. Oh, I it probably depends on what kind of fish it is, Miss Sharon, because they can mackerel, they can tuna, um they can fishes. It might work. Oh, there you go. Oh, I think it's already in the freezer. I think it's already in the freezer, Vision. Is it already like packaged up, Miss Sharon? Or is it just in the freezer? Hey, resilient dad. Thank you. Thank you. And I don't know, I'm not sure if you're married or not, but if you are, happy Mother's Day to your wife and happy Mother's Day to your mother. Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate you always popping in and showing some love. That's how they are now. Okay, so they are already vacuum sealed and in the freezer. She needs the space in the freezer. So what's some ideas on Vision says, hey, in case you're not actually looking for Resilient Dad, he said, hey. Um, what's some other ways that you can preserve, I guess, fish? Ideas? Anyone? Is this fresh caught, Miss Sharon? Is this fresh caught fish? But yeah, I don't know. I would think you could without it turning to mush. I know, like, I heard a lot of stories about with canning potatoes and them turning to mush. I canned some. I think I did russets. Nope. Maybe red skin. And they didn't, but they didn't turn to mush. Nonetheless, whatever it was, um, it didn't turn to mush. So yeah, you might be. Oh, Miss Shirley, I love smoked salmon. I probably would like other smoked fish. Yes, I didn't even know I liked it till this year. I tried some and I was like, where has this been all my life? I love smoked salmon. Stack them. Oh, that's a good idea. Vacuum seal them in the jar. I have the vacuum sealer that does both. So I could vacuum seal the jars as well as the bags. Um, you can't hear me, New Day? Can y'all hear me? Am I still coming through? I don't see anything on my end like that's going on as far as my Wi-Fi or anything. You can now? Okay. Um, thank you, Unicorn Lady. Thank you, Mike. 5x5 for me. Oh, okay. That's what 5x5 means. I'm like, what does 5x5 mean? Loud and clear. Okay. It just went on my side for a second. Okay. Awesome. But yes, so that's some good ideas for ways to possibly preserve. I'll look for a video on how to do that. I love smoked. Yeah. So I've never smoked any fish other than salmon, but I do like it. I'm not a big seafood eater, but I'm always willing to try and see if I like something. But I'm not big on it. Um, Vision, what you planting tomorrow? What you planning on putting in the garden? Yeah, I have been dropping stuff in the garden for the past couple days. I was off work yesterday and to go get my nails done. I went to Lowe's. I bought some flowers. Um, I was just out and about doing just. I went to the local nursery here and different stuff like that. But I planted up the flowers yesterday. I had some potatoes I needed to get in the garden. I got those in the garden yesterday. Um, I I had some peppers that I needed to put in the garden. My Paul Robeson starts, I went ahead and transplanted, even though they're really, really small. I was like, we'll see what happens. Um, what else did I do? I transplanted my watermelon, cantaloupe, okra, cucumbers, a lot of stuff. So let's pray that all of it survives. Did you say I can shout my wife's company out? You can. You can. Um, been separating and up potting my tomatoes and peppers. Got my elderberry potted outside. The only thing I haven't done is some of my flowers. I haven't done my butterfly pea. And then Auntie Ellen sent me some seeds for, these are purple flowers, and they're from her mom's garden. So I am going to plant some of those and see how they do. Not yet. Not yet, AK. I haven't. And I keep forgetting what the heck they are. What kind of seeds? No, don't. You ain't got to say. She's gonna be growing cannabis. Everyone, listen. You. These folks ain't gonna be like, no. They gonna be like, girl. Some of them already are. I already got them in their garden. I need to drop my butterfly pea. I do need to get that going. And then, like I said, I'm gonna do these seeds from Auntie Ellen. It's a perennial, and it's purple flower, and she said it has white stems. And then she told me how to do it. So I definitely need to get these out there and growing everything. Hemp, that's what you gave me. Yes. Brussels sprouts, tomatoes, lettuce, kale. Uh, okay, get that lettuce out immediately because once it gets hot, they ain't gonna like it. But lettuce comes up pretty quick. Blackberry, strawberries, olive trees, peach tree, pear trees. Okay, I do have peach trees, not peaches. I mean, not yeah, peach trees in my yard. They're in pots, and then I have the apple, and I have blueberries, and I have what other fruit? Cherries. Did y'all see I have cherries on my cherry tree? My family knows I act a hot mess when I grow something for the first time. And figs. I'm thinking about adding figs at some point. I am. Do you not have any urban? Do you not have the seeds for that? I have to see um, if I have plenty because I don't remember because I didn't. Of course, they came from someone. Um, I will send you some, but I don't remember. I have plenty of these because Auntie Ellen sent me about 2 or 3 packs. Um, yeah. Oh, here it is. Oh yeah, I could share. Let me know. Kroger has fruit trees for 20. Really? Really? Are y'all seeing that? Kroger has fruit trees for $23. And for those of y'all who have an EBT, that you can use your EBT to buy seeds or plants. Food. Plants that are food. Uh-uh. The broccoli, blueberries, and raspberries are outside in buckets already. Yeah. Bring my blueberries in. They've been out since last year. Cherry is one of the trees I can't. Uh-oh. I can't stand more of the parents making us pick. Oh, see, I have fond memories of picking cherries as a kid. My parents didn't have a tree, but my grandmother did, and we would. She had 5 kids. Her 5 kids would come with their kids, which I was one of, and we would all be just picking, 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 and we take home bags and bags of cherries. Okay, I got you. I got you. Yes, because I'm definitely growing that for tea, um, so that I can have that. My echinacea did not come up. I'm going to try again, but my echinacea did not come up at all, and I've tried 3 times to get echinacea to germinate. It's getting on my nerves. You made lemon pepper? Nice. Lemon pepper shrimp. My daughter loves shrimp. I do not like shrimp. My oldest likes it. My youngest will eat it too, though. We need to get some. We do. We do. I be looking at Kay. I ain't listen. I seriously. I be on this. I get notifications every time something new comes into play. I've even questioned about because I've found seen some land that's like not that much in residential areas, and I'm like, would I be? Would is it? Would they be funny if I just bought it, put a fence around it, and used it just for gardening? Just planted food on there. So I was talking to her actually because I work with a bunch of attorneys, so I was talking to them about it. Um, boy, bye. This foolishness needs to get off my screen. No, sir, because it is that. It's work. Lemon pepper shrimp. How did that turn out? I'm sure it was delicious. Um, See you later, Vision. Time to fry some fish. Do you do fish frying every Friday? I know somebody who does that. Why are you typing with your pinky? Oh, because you're fancy from your shrimp. Hey, Six Balls. How you doing, sis? Happy Friday. My echinacea didn't come back, but I think it's self-seeded. Selenium seeds. Mine, I didn't grow it last year. And girl, listen, I don't know. It's giving me. You did tell me that, Miss Shirley. She's told me that several times because I told her before that it didn't germinate because I can't get it to germinate. I have plenty of seeds though to keep trying. Stevia is another one I couldn't get. Actually, no, I didn't. I didn't try to start stevia. Usually, I'm trying ground cherries this year. They did not germinate either. And usually, celery is my nemesis. And I got celery to germinate this year. And not only did I get it to germinate, I am growing celery out in my yard from seeds that I dropped. I'm so proud of myself, y'all, because it was hard. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with that, Vision. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping in. No. Oh, yeah, that part. We should find a realtor to see what the options are locally. Listen, y'all, you talk. You saying you? We'll talk offline because you saying you serious, but there is work involved with getting land. You best be ready to work because I'm gonna stay on you. I'm gonna do my part, but I already know I can't do it all because depending on the land, depends on how much work is gonna be necessary. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But I be thinking about it all the time because I've looked on the outskirts. Like I'm thinking about acres of land. I want to do some serious damage. I definitely do. Actually, I think I would be happy with a couple acres. 2 or 3 acres. But if I had more, I wouldn't be mad. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be mad. Okay, I'll help. I have 4 kids. You know I know your kids, right? All 4 of them. And only 2 of them might do a little bit of work, and they not the adults. You better put that off on somebody who don't know your children's. Because your adult children, listen, but you be okay 6 bowls with 10 acres. Because then you have children that you could put to work. My cousin on here talking crazy because his 2 adult children are gonna look at him like he got 4 heads. They do like money, so you gonna pay them to do the work. I see. But I was about to say those 2 adult ones gonna be looking at you like, you wanna what? They ain't in that mindset yet. They ain't in the mindset of land. That ain't even on their radar at all. Mm-mm. But they shoot, all kids like money. But y'all, I just wanted to get on. I felt some kind of way to not come on at all tonight. Um, Even though we're doing a live tomorrow. I don't know why. I just felt like it was throwing everything off if I didn't come on tonight at all. That's why I really didn't have a topic for the live. But they want to eat, they better do the work. Listen, that's true too, but that don't mean nothing. But I'm gonna wrap it up and get out of here because I don't have much to talk about. But y'all, please pull up tomorrow, 2 o'clock. You can come to my channel. You can come to TT's channel. It's going to be streaming from both channels. And we're going to do a live prep. And when I tell you, I promise you'll be able to take something from it. Something from, no matter how large or how small your family is, of a way that you could prep something that could just make things a little bit easier for you, especially for those things that we tend not to make very often because of the amount of work that goes into putting it together, like lasagna. Lasagna is one of those things I don't make very often because it's not that it's that much work, but it is because it's just more things going into it if you want to make good lasagna. Um, so that's something that I do prep from time to time. I've cheated in my preps for lasagna before and done ravioli lasagna. Just buy some fresh or frozen raviolis and make my lasagna with it. And that be the cheese part of the cheese, the ricotta part in the middle. But yeah, definitely. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. I hope y'all all show up because I really think y'all gonna be able to take something away from it. And you don't have to just do preps from the type of meat that we're going to use tomorrow. Because like I said, I've done preps with chicken. TT is actually probably doing turkey and chicken tomorrow. Not turkey and chicken, turkey and beef. I'm doing just beef, ground beef, but I've done it with roast and um, all kinds of stuff. I'm got my brain is not working. But any beef, any form of beef I've done, stew meat or all kinds of stuff. So hi, Young family. How are you? Happy Friday. You've been in the bushes. But yeah, so definitely pull up for that. And then pull up at 7 for the chat on the Everyday Life of an OCD-ish Chick channel because somebody gonna be a guest on there. So come check it out. Come check it out. Look, I was my husband was like, "Do you want to go? There's a comedy show happening this weekend." He asked me like days ago. I said, "No, I got something to do on Saturday night." So him and New Day are going to go. I'm not big on comedy shows like that anyway. But yes, everybody have a good night. And y'all make sure y'all pull up 2 o'clock for the live prep, 7 o'clock for the chat. See y'all tomorrow. All right, y'all. Bye.